Hi, this is Simon Candy from Acoustic Guitar Lessons Online.net, and welcome to the final video of a three-part series I've created for you on creating amazing sounding music using chords on your guitar in very creative ways that you don't typically see. And today we're going to bring in a third chord. So if you have not seen the first and second videos to this series, you really need to watch those first, okay? Watch the first one, the second, and then what we cover today is going to make a lot more sense to you. Having done that, what we are going to do, as I just said before, is bring in a third chord. So far we've been looking at the A chord, the E, and now we're going to bring in the D chord, okay? Why the D chord? Well, it also works nicely in the context that we've been using A and E, in that we can drone certain strings to create a full sound that we'll see very, very shortly. Also, the D chord, if we look at A and E as being the first and the fifth chord, the 1 and the 5 chord in the key of A, D is the 4 chord. So the three chords together make well, don't make up the entire key, but belong to the key of A. They are the major chords in the key of A. So there's a lot of music we can create with them, and they will always sound good together. So what we're going to do is repeat the steps that we did for A and E in videos 1 and 2 for D, and then we're going to put that together with the A and E chords and look at some 1-4-5 chord progressions, including the blues, because the blues is a 1-4-5 chord progression. The blues is a ton of fun to play, and it's going to sound really cool with this particular approach that we've been studying and creating with in this video series. So we'll get to that very, very shortly. If you would like to discover more chords and increase your chord vocabulary on the guitar further, meaning the amount of chords you can play, and more importantly, actually use and create music with on your guitar, then click the link below this video in the description and download my free ebook, Jazz Concepts for Acoustic Guitar Block Chords, and you can discover what they are about and all the really cool music that you can create with them. All right, so the D chord. Let's go through the steps again that we previously did with the A and the E chord, only this time with the D chord. There's a slight difference here, and that is the triad shape for the D chord, the triad shapes for the D chord are going to be on the first, second, and third strings, or 3, 2, 1. Okay, the previous ones, A and E, were on 4, 3, 2. There is a reason for this, which I'll explain very shortly. It'll become very apparent to you. Okay, so the first triad shape is actually a very familiar shape to you. It's the D chord itself, only we're not playing any other strings at this point other than just the top 3 strings of that open chord. Okay, then we move up and we get a new shape around the 5th position for another D chord, and we go up further to the 10th fret, 10th position, and get a little 3-string, 3-note triad shape for our D chord. So there are 3 shapes. We have D, D, and D. Okay. The reason for putting them on the top 3 strings is so that we free up the 4th string to drone. Okay, because of course with the D chord we want to put in the D root note. Okay, that's why they're up on that higher string set. But before we bring in the D droning sound, let's do what we did with the previous chords and take away the finger on the top string of each shape. So we do that with this D shape here, the first shape, and we get a really nice sound with the droning E string. We do it here, really nice sound with the droning E again, and up the top there as well, the 3rd shape. Okay, so now we get this. Okay, really cool sound with that droning E on top with each triad shape. Then, as I was just saying, we can now bring in the open D string for the fuller sound. Remember, like the piano player, we get the left hand and the right hand going together here in terms of the range in which we're covering. So we get the D, 2nd shape, 3rd. Okay, and like you did with the previous chords, you can just get familiar with those shapes, keep a very free time, and drone out the 4th string, the root note. Okay, excellent. So you're familiar with this process now, right? Because we've done it for A and E previously. So what happens next? We simply add notes by just chucking fingers down wherever we want, obviously around the chord shape, because we've still got to keep the shape in the fingers at all times. But aside from that, you can throw any notes in you like. And remember, there is no bad sound. There's just in and out, consonance, dissonance, tension, release. It's how you use it that really makes it either work or not. But don't even worry about that right now. Just explore. Okay, just keeping the notes that we're adding to the top two strings. Okay, this type of thing. Okay, just having a walk through the D chord. Remember, there's no change happening there at all. It's all D. Okay, that's the next step, adding the fingers in. Okay, now once we've done that and we've played through that and we've explored D a little bit and got familiar with those shapes, it's time to put them with the A and the E chords. So remember when we introduced E and we went through those steps, we paired it up with A. Well, now we want to bring in the D and pair it, well, not pair so much now, but create three chords in one position. So if we go with the A chord first, that was the first chord we have for A. The E is this one, and the corresponding D is that one. Okay, so you're looking at and layering the first chord for A, D, and E, or A, E, and D. Then we can go up to the next position. This is the A. We have the E. And now we have D. Okay, so you're seeing which form the, which relate to the position that you're in at the time, because there will be one for each chord. So we've got the A up here, so the corresponding E chord will be this one, and the corresponding D. Okay, so it's just all about stacking the chords by position. It's a great way to see how they relate to each other on the fretboard, to visualize them and to connect them together. Okay, and once you've got those groups going, then it's adding in notes and creating little 1, 4, 5 chord progressions. For example, I could be on an A, a D, E, back to a D, up to an A here. We could be in this position. We could go to an E, D, up at A here, and we could go to E, D, okay, whatever you want to do. You can give it very free time, but you can hear that, this is very piano-like. We've got the bass, we've got the harmony, we've got the melody. We have the three layers. You're playing chord melody stuff here. It's very advanced sounding, but it's not hard to do at all. So that's what you want to do once you've got the D chord in with the A and the E, okay, or matching them up together by position. So once you've got those and you've played around with them a bit, there's a ton that you can do with them. Let me first do some playing here for you. I will play the A, a 1, 4, 5 chord progression, and I'll move it through each position just to, adding in melody notes and so forth, just to give you an idea of, some of the possibilities you now have with three chords using this particular strategy. All right, so there's some progressions that you can play using the A, E and D chords. The other approach or application here is blues, because blues is an A, D and E, or more generally speaking, a 1-4-5. But in the key of A, an A blues is the A chord, D chord and E chord. So let me play a little bit of blues here for you. I'll do a couple of choruses of a 12-bar blues in A, using a variety of the shapes here for the A, D and E chords, and I'll be adding melody parts in too, and just see how cool it sounds across a blues. Very unique sound. It's the droning open strings. That's the feature here. That sounds great with the chord shapes that we're playing. Awesome. So you can hear some of the possibilities with the three chords that you have now, with the 1-4-5 progressions, and what you just heard then was the 12-bar blues. So again, take these ideas. What we're doing is really compounding what we learnt in the first video, because we took the A idea, or what we're doing with the A chord, applied it to the E, and then connected A with E, E with A. In this video, we've introduced the D chord, and we've got the 1-4-5 of an A, or the key of A, and we've continued to create and get more familiar with the actual process we're using here across fuller sounding chord progressions. Okay, so be creative. Don't overthink this. There's times to think and analyze and understand and apply theory and so forth, and then there's times you want to turn all that off and just create, and that's what I'm appealing for you to do right here with this video series. For more ways to increase your chord vocabulary and have even more chords at your disposal to be able to use in music, not just know, click the link below this video and download my free ebook audio, Jazz Concepts for Acoustic Guitar Block Chords, and you can discover what they are and all the awesome sounds that you can bring to your playing with those. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then do so, because there'll be many upcoming videos that you'll receive notifications for in the very near future. Any other types of acoustic techniques and approaches that you might like can be found on my website, so you can visit that if you like, www.acousticguitarlessonsonline.net. Tons of stuff there, and always adding new stuff, so do check that out. Thank you very much for watching this video and this video series. Spend some time each day. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just spend some time noodling around, taking a walk through the key of A now, really, with the A, D and E chords, using our triads, droning strings, open strings, and adding notes and so forth. It's a ton of fun and it sounds awesome. So have fun, thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.